Órale, Cholo Trucker M.A.S. movies and shows. And here we got the movie, the Netflix movie, Nowhere. Now, Nowhere is a 2023 movie. It's an hour and 49 minutes long. And it is a Netflix movie, so you can only find it on Netflix as it stands right now. Let me go ahead and read the description. Fleeing a totalitarian country, pregnant Mia must fight for her life when a violent storm knocks the container in which she has been hiding overboard. Trapped, Mia gives birth and is forced to survive to save her baby. Okay, end of description. All right, so I did see a little bit of advertisement, having Netflix. I did see a little bit of advertisement for this movie, and it looked interesting. And I said, oh, whenever I come around to it, I'll come around to it. Well, I came around to it, went ahead, checked it out. Now, this movie, well, Rotten Tomatoes has this movie at 64%. Now, this is actually a foreign movie. I believe it's Spain. Um, so you do have voiceovers, right, in English. Here's the thing: the movie starts that basically them wanting to flee the country, right? They're trying to get out of there, and they're pretty much paying money to get out of the country, right? Before the country comes down under dictatorship. And some way, somehow, without ruining it for you guys, she becomes the only one left in this container as the storm knocks it off into sea. She is the only one left in the container. How does that happen? You guys got to watch the movie to find out. Nonetheless, it's knocked over and there's bullet holes in the container. So the container's not staying at float forever. It will start sinking, slowly, but nonetheless, it will start sinking. And now she's pregnant, by the way, um, while giving birth in there and dealing with her pregnancy and dealing with her baby and trying to find ways to survive with a couple of things that are in there in certain crates. She's trying to find food. She's trying to find any means necessary on how she can survive, how she can contact the rest of the world out there, on how somebody could get to her and find her. She's out in the middle of the ocean. So it's really one of those movies where I'm reminded of Tom Hanks in the movie Castaway. The only thing Castaway, he's in an island. She's in a container just trying to find how she can hunt for food, how she can catch food, how she can get out of the container, how she can get to the top of the container, how she can, feed her baby, how she can do just so much. And it's such an interesting movie. I found this movie very interesting and pretty darn entertaining at the same time. And there's also, another story going on with her and her loved one, her man, right, who was also fleeing the country, and how they got separated, and how they're able to have a conversation here and there through, via cell phone, um, for a certain time, that is. But this is actually a pretty damn good movie, man. I really enjoyed it. I don't really hear enough of this movie, but just her trying to figure out so many things, and just the way she's really using everything and anything that she possibly can as a tool, as a weapon. Now, I will say at some point, it does get a little frustrating. Like, okay, why are you going to do that? How come you're not paying a little bit more attention? And why are you just dealing with this problem that you wouldn't have had you not done this or done that? So at some point, it does get a little frustrating, because you're like, okay, you didn't have to do that, or you could have just, paid attention a little bit more, and now you got this huge problem. But nonetheless, look, the movie Nowhere, now Rotten Tomatoes has at 64. I'll rank it a little higher. I enjoyed this movie. I did. For most of the movie, and I mean most of it, I mean a good 90% of the movie, it just being her and the little baby in a container, nobody else around, I found it to be pretty entertaining. I did. I did. I mean, you deal with the elements, right? The storms while she's out there in the container. You deal with the wildlife, which was kind of trippy, to say the least. I found it entertaining. For it not having a lot going on, they did a good job to make this movie entertaining, and I do recommend it. I do. I'll rank it higher than 64% that Rotten Tomatoes did, but I enjoyed it. So I do recommend it. You guys got time? Go check it out on Netflix. That is the movie Nowhere. Cholo Trucker, Mas Movies and Shows. Catch you guys on next one.